Hello. Welcome to Conversations with the Empress. I am the Empress, and as you can tell by my sultry attire, it's Friday, y'all. The day we've all been waiting for. At least I have. And you know I love a Freaky Friday. Before we get started, you guys know the drill. Please go hit that like, share, and subscribe below. They all help my channel to grow. I greatly appreciate your support. I need your support. So do your girl a favor. Go hit that like, share, and subscribe right about now. Thank you. The fit for tonight is what a lot of men love to see women wearing, is their wife beaters. So I was giving y'all the casual, sexy, sultry look tonight. What y'all think of the fit tonight? Tonight we don't really have a subject. I have been experiencing an overload of people sending me questions and messages, so I figured I could incorporate that in the show. So every week I'm going to choose a question from a viewer and give you my advice, my experience, and let you make up your own mind about what you want to do. Without any further ado, let's hear tonight's first question.
This question comes from user 24657 out of Cleveland, Ohio. Hey Empress, I love your show and I need some advice from you about a situation with my boyfriend. I've always been the more sexually reserved type, but my boyfriend is very sexually adventurous, to say the least. One of the things that he's really into is exhibitionism. He's had sex in some pretty wild places, from an elevator to public bathrooms to the cemetery.
Okay.
You name it, he's done it. I love him and I don't want him to lose interest in me because I don't fulfill him sexually in that way.
Okay.
So my question to you, Empress, is how do I get comfortable with exhibitionism? And what will be a great starter location for me to get my feet wet, so to speak?
That was a lot in there. Let's start with the whole you don't want him to lose interest in you because you don't sexually fulfill him. That's just a small part of who you are. Like, you're a dope ass person. If somebody leaves you over that, they didn't deserve you to begin with. But anyway, I digress. I had to touch on that first though. But I can understand you being nervous about exhibitionism, especially if you've been a sexually reserved person. I can't really speak from that standpoint because I've never really been sexually reserved, but I have friends who are. And what I would say about it is, I think you should focus more on the connection that you have with your boyfriend, because a lot of times in relationships, it's about the trust. If you can trust the fact that, like, you're good with that person, you're safe with that person, it makes you feel freer to do quote unquote edgier things. And so I would say the closer you guys are, the easier it would be for your mind to settle into doing a little riskier things. I don't know how long you guys have been together, you didn't say. I mean, that's one part of getting it mentally into it. You also have to start thinking about possible places that you would be comfortable or fantasizing about it. I don't know if you masturbate, but if you masturbate and think about you and your boyfriend doing it in a certain place. A lot of times if you get your mind to go to a place, you might be able to physically do it. But if you're a reserved person, you're a reserved person. You're really going to have to push yourself outside your comfort zone. And what I say about comfort zones is that normally if you step outside of it, it's normally a rewarding experience. I have found that in my life, when I push through my uncomfortableness, it was a huge reward on the other end of it. So you kind of have to just change the way your mind thinks about it. Also, think about the connection that you could build with your boyfriend if you do open up to it. And opening up to it is like opening up. Doesn't mean you're going to go out here and get it in the street or whatever like that, but just the effort that you make is going to help build that connection. Now, as far as locations where you might feel more comfortable doing it as a starter person, I would say places like in a car, because that's like old school. You're enclosed in an area, but you're still outside in the elements, but you still feel a little bit more protected because you're in a car. And that's old school. I mean, I'm trying to think, was that one of the first? No, it wasn't the first place I got it in, but I got it in a lot of cars. Also, you could get it in the woods. If you can find a secluded area in the woods and you're comfortable in the great outdoors, it's a great place to get it in. Feels kind of primal, like back to earth. And if you're in a secluded enough area, you don't have to worry. You don't have the risk of somebody walking up and seeing you guys. Another way, an even simpler way to experience some exhibitionism is to do it with the blinds open. I mean, open your curtains and just do it, like right in front of the window. I mean, you're in your house. If people watching, they watching, but you're in your house and they're being nosy. So just try it that way. I mean, that's a really safe way to get into it and see if you can rock with it. I've done it. And one of my favorites for a starter is a public bathroom. Especially if you can find a public bathroom with a door that locks, because then you really feel a little bit safer, you know, because a lot of public bathrooms, the door doesn't lock. But if you find one with a lock, definitely. I myself have had some very adventurous exhibitionism experiences. Even just like your boyfriend, I definitely experienced a cemetery, and it was exhilarating. And I can honestly say many years ago, like, I would have been afraid to get it in a cemetery, but I've learned that pushing past your little reservations about things really can add to your life and build your sexual confidence. So this is my advice for you getting more comfortable with the idea of busting it open for your man outside and everywhere. And I wish you the best of luck. Let me know how it works out. Hey yo, thanks for watching. My contact information is below. Please go like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your support is always appreciated. But if you want to show that support with them dollars though, throw your girl a CashApp, you feel me? Until we meet again, smooches.